Well, can anybody tell me what is wrong? Right here. You contractors should know. So, as you're pulling, when you're doing your foundation, generally, you won't have a cord right here because your block will have a pin that you bolt your wall down to, and that should go all the way down into that block. It should have a piece of rebar sticking through it. Now, this house was built in the 1970s, and so there's no excuse for that. Even I've not run into this issue of not having a block cord filled like that. Now you can see this trim piece right here. Sorry, I'm getting used to the camera. You have this trim piece right here, and you maybe can see on camera how it's bowed out a little bit. There's no cord right there. And while removing this floor, we can see the aftermath of what happens when you're removing a garage floor that's the walls are not, the foundation is not properly anchored. Let me switch you up. Okay, that's supposed to be like that, and here's a good telltale sign how much it moved. That would be how much this wall has moved out. Now when I'm tearing out a garage floor, I'm always watching the block, and you'll get a little movement here and there. Some of the block have cracks in them and they can loosen up over time. We're in a area with a lot of clay in it, so you'll have that. But where the entire wall moves out, that is not a very common scenario. Actually, because I'm very careful, that has not happened to me, thankfully, yet. You'll also see they had poured concrete, and you'll notice that the top of this block are all exposed. Now when you do a garage floor, you want to make sure that you cover the top of those blocks, because you do not want concrete to go inside the top of those blocks. You do not want your garage floor attached to the foundation. Essentially, it sits on there as a ledge. You'll see right there as the dirt will go down and the concrete sits on the ledge. That's a good example. See, the dirt is settled there, the sand. A lot of times that will soak down into the block itself, because that goes down 42 inches plus a footing. And you'll see some normal cracking of block right there. That's pretty standard. And you can see some of the settling. Well, that concrete is not on top of the block. To settling of the foundation, which again you'll get in a clay area. You can see how that sometimes the concrete will attach itself to the block as well. You can see right there, so this is the block right there, and this is the concrete. So sometimes when you're pulling, you'll break a block. Pull this out because it'll actually adhere itself to the block, like this piece here. So you can see the block and the concrete. Okay. Now this is not the end of the world. You can see how it comes off of the block in most circumstances. But you also can see how it's poured inside the block joint as well on some levels. Now, I don't know what they had on top to prevent it to go inside the block. I didn't see usually use like a felt paper. Use like a felt or something like that to prevent it from going down into the block itself. But you can fix, right? You come back and we patch this and actually end up being stronger than the block itself. So to be an open core, we patch that solid. and then come back and pour a floor back at our height, right? Or the right height, I should say. Whatever that may be.